All right, guys, Dave Man Max 6, we're back at the market, and who do we have back, Eric, on the show already?
we got Dave Hughes back already. I didn't expect it so fast, but I think he wanted to be back.
Dave, what's going on, man? You're leaving tonight at 11:41.
Yeah, I'm doing a red eye tonight. But tell you that I had so much fun and learned so much training with you guys the other day. I was telling you the other day, let's do it again if we can. Let's get one more in before I take off.
This guy's unbelievable. He's 4 days out from trying to get his pro card at the North American. He's back training with us, and he's gonna fly in tonight back east to do the North American. You look phenomenal. Your first video got tremendous response. Did you get some feedback on it?
Yeah, I got some good positive feedback.
People liked it?
Yeah, real good positive.
Yeah, you look like a beast.
I'm happy with it, yeah.
He looks even better today, you guys. E, what are we doing today?
We're gonna actually do an arm workout today as Dave's request. We're gonna combine a few of my different training programs. I'm not gonna really talk about it too much. We're gonna actually just kind of show it. Hardcore workout, give him one more good shot before he goes off and hopefully wins his pro card.
Yeah, he needs more arms. A little bit.
I was worried. I said we should probably do arms because you know you got no arms, buddy. So yeah.
All right, good to have you back, Big D. Let's get in there.
Appreciate it.
All right, man.
Up and squeeze. Come on. Yeah. Come on. Let's go. Up and squeeze. Yeah. Here we go. Part 2. Down 2 minutes. Here we go. All the way up. Full range, good. Down, squeeze. Yeah. Pro card. Come on. Come on, you're right there. Let's go. Come on. Come on. All you. Squeeze. Yep. Come on, bring it in. Squeeze. Yes, sir. Come on. Squeeze. Yep. Come on, Dave. Finish up. Squeeze. Yeah. Nice. Here we go. Traction. Yep. Squeeze it. That's it, come on. Up. Get it. Come on, buddy. Here we go. Up. Come on. Here we go. Big round. Let's go. Up. Squeeze. Gotcha. Here we go. Yep. 55 for 110. Yes. Double bicep.
All right, Biggie. So this portion of Aspirin is actually sponsored by a brand new sponsor called the INSURE Fitness Group. Very, very cool. So, you know, you made a career of training people, mostly online now, but you didn't always start online. You actually started at people's house, and then you opened your own gym and everything. So it's safe to say that your entire career has been, you know, a coach, you're training people.
Correct.
So Talk to me about some of the most important points about being a successful coach, and some of the things that people should be, keeping in mind when they decide to be a coach or a trainer.
Okay, well, I first just want to point out that the INSURE Fitness Group is a company that I've partnered with, and they provide insurance for people who are in the fitness industry. And this means basically whether you're a trainer, coach, yoga instructor, Zumba instructor, anybody, massage therapist, anybody who's in the industry, the fitness field, just a personal liability insurance, and it's probably the best that there is out there. So they're a great company. But another thing that I really like about them is they don't just provide insurance, but they provide tools and information and articles and ebooks for everybody in the fitness industry to tell them how to become a trainer, which I'm going to go over some of the points today, how to improve your business, how to make a career out of it, and just how to be the best that you could possibly be. So that's what's great about the INSURE Fitness Group, is because there's just a wealth of information and tools that people can use to have a more successful career in the fitness industry.
You didn't have that before, so this actually makes it easy for people who are just getting into the industry and all that stuff. You actually got to learn on your own, and I'm sure made some mistakes, and so this is kind of cool.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the thing. I mean, I started in the fitness industry, I can't believe it's like 30 years ago.
Yeah.
And there was no such thing as social media. There was no such thing as online clients, all that kind of stuff. So I basically had to, through trial and error, learn the ins and outs, learn how to make myself more known in this industry, how to set myself apart, and how to learn any of the legalities and anything else that's involved in becoming a trainer. And like you said, I started off this career training people in their homes at an in-home training business. I moved also as well from there to owning my own training facility in Long Island, New York.
Body Effects.
Body Effects.
Yeah.
And I've also done it in some major gyms. I also started, while I was in Body Effects, I started an online business, which I was probably one of the first people to do that, do coaching online. And then just things constantly kept on expanding and changing and evolving, and I just tried to change with it and keep myself ahead of the curve. So that's why INSURE Fitness Group is just absolutely awesome, and why I decided to partner with them. Not only because of the fact that they offer absolutely amazing insurance, but because they give all these tools. And for anybody who wants to be in this industry has become very, very competitive.
Yeah.
There's a ton of people out there working out. There's a ton of people who want to teach this to others. There's a ton of people who want to coach, and there's so many different forms of exercise, and the INSURE Fitness Group will make sure that you have the tools that you need to be the best that you can be in the industry. So a couple of things that I wanted to point to today is obviously being certified is a very, very important part of the industry. Years ago it wasn't really required to be certified, but now most gyms, most high-level gyms will require some type of nationally recognized certification. And there are a bunch of really, really good ones. The International Sports Scientists Association, the National Academy of Sports Medicine, the American Academy of Sports Medicine, IDEA. There's a lot of them out there, and I think what's very, very important is for you to research each one of them. Make sure that some of them provide coursework where you can do online coursework. You never have to leave your home. Some of them have where you have to actually, you can go to like a 2-day or 3-day weekend seminar, get certified that way. Some of them have personal trainer certifications. Some of them have more detailed certifications for more specific types of fitness. Some of them have nutrition, so on and so forth. So it's important to do your research on each one of them. Make sure that whatever gym that you're trying to work in, recognizes the certification that you're going to take, so you don't waste your time.
Right.
But they're all very good. They all have pluses and minuses. But you should just make sure that you're certified. Make sure it's nationally accredited. Make sure that it has continuing education. And like I said, they're all good. Just make sure that it fits you and your needs and the needs of your gym. Another point that I would like to bring out, and I'm sorry I have some of these on my phone because I want to make sure to go over all of them. There's some legal requirements in some states. Some states actually will require a license. Some states won't. You have to know what your state requires. Some people need some type of a license, especially in certain areas of the fitness industry. Most gyms will require a CPR certification, so that's very, very important that you get CPR certified and remain CPR certified. I think it's every year or two, it depends, but you have to remain so in order to keep working in the industry. And it's of course a very, very good thing to know, because you never know in this industry. It is fitness, some people push themselves. Knowing CPR obviously is a wonderful thing to make sure that your clients are safe. Other things as well is the insurance. Some gyms will actually require that you carry your own insurance.
Most gyms.
Most gyms will. Depends on your state, depends on the gym, but usually you'll have to have some type of insurance. Some gyms can provide the insurance for you. Sometimes you go to outside places like INSURE Fitness, which is who I recommend, because their insurance is very, very comprehensive and very, very complete and covers so many areas. So make sure you know what the requirements are in your state, your gym, so that you are following all the guidelines and the rules.
And affordable too, insured, right?
Well, of course, yeah. INSURE Fitness is unbelievable, and actually we'll have a special link that you can go to, which is my partnership link
in the description box.
Yeah, that you can get $10 off your insurance for a year, and it's very, very affordable. You can get like $2 million insurance for something like $159 a year. It's very, very affordable, and it's very, very important to have.
And there's a coupon code. You have a coupon code to get discount.
Yeah, it's going to be actually a link.
Oh,
when you go to the link,
that's what it is. Okay.
You click on the link, it'll go straight to my partnership page, and that's how you'll get the $10
We'll put that in there
off.
then. In the description
so you have that
box.
to go to.
Easy to do.
But make sure you have it, because we all have to protect ourselves. It's a very litigious world. You know, there are some people who just love to sue other people. It is what it is. That's the world that we live in. So make sure that you're protected. Then you have to also think about a couple of different things. Where do you want to do it? Do you want to train people at a gym as part of the gym's company? Do you want to train as your own business in a gym, or do you want to do it out of your own home? If you have a home gym, do you want to do it in other people's homes? I've explored all these options, and you should too. You should think about, you know, what will work best for you, what's the best setup for you. You know, there's obviously differences when, you know, sometimes when you're starting out, it's good to work in a gym atmosphere. Work with, you know, a bunch of other trainers under the same name. That way they hand you clients rather than you have to prospect clients. Or if you're more adventurous and you want to start your own business, do your own advertising, your own social media, and you want to get your own clients, that's something you can do as well. It just depends on, again, what's best for you, how you want to approach it, what income level you want to get to. And again, just like my career evolved, you may start off one way, and then you may find that you want to branch into other areas and do it a different way. Like I said, I eventually opened up my own facility for 5 years that I had in New York, and that was a tremendous experience for me, because it gave me a lot more of the ins and outs of the business, from everything from proper customer service to running the business to, you know, purchasing the proper equipment to keeping everything clean to just the whole 9 yards. So I've had a very, very eclectic career, and that's something that you should look to have too as well. But it's something to think about, especially when getting into the fitness industry. Another thing also is very important to worry about is marketing. Again, in the beginning when I started out, really we didn't have social media. We didn't have a lot of these different tools that you have now to market yourself, like YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, all these different ways that you can market yourself. And it's amazing. Back in my day, I just would put ads in flyers that would go to people's homes. I would, on foot, make up flyers and put them on people's cars. I would do anything that I had to do to get my name out there. And I was able to slowly build up a business doing this. Now, these days, I take full advantage of social media. As soon as I saw social media starting out, I jumped right on it. Even when MySpace was popular, which we don't hear much anymore, but that was like the first platform. I advertised myself on there. You can use social media, you know, almost as its own, you know, web page. So there's so many tools and ways to do this out there. It's much, much more easy to market, but you have to make sure that you come up with a strategy. You have to be consistent. You have to make sure that you set yourself apart in some way, and you have to make sure that you're able to grab people's attention. So these are all very, very important aspects, but again, something that you must think about when you're putting yourself out there in this industry, especially if you're starting your own business and not just working in a gym. Another thing you want to think about is, what are you going to charge? Now, you have to be reasonable with this. You know, if you're somebody that has no experience versus somebody who's been doing this 5 years, 10 years, 30 years, depending on what your education level is, depending on what you've accomplished in the industry. You know, you have to think about all these different things and make sure that you're not overcharging, but also don't undercharge. If you've been doing this for a long time, know your worth. Know that you're worth this money just the way a brilliant surgeon or a brilliant doctor or a brilliant lawyer, a brilliant therapist, all these people who've been doing this for so long, they have a PhD, they've had medical school, they've had other training, they've been doing, they can charge premium prices because they deserve to. If you're a beginner and just getting into it, try to find out what the going rate for personal training is in your area. Do some research. Think about how many hours a week that you want to work, how many clients you want to bring on. Is this going to be full-time? Is this going to be part-time? Think about, are you going to be traveling to people so that you're going to be spending money on gas and car maintenance or on Lyft service or anything like that? Or are they going to be coming to you? Are you going to be at a gym for the whole day? So these are all things you must consider when you're thinking about how much to charge. And then the final point that I'm going to bring up is continuing education. This is something that's, you know, very, very important. A lot of these certifications, you know, are basic personal trainer certifications, but in order to keep it current, a lot of them will require you to continue your education. So that means adding another certification or redoing the certification, depends on the organization, or taking slight, you know, offshoot programs, you know, maybe something in nutrition or something in sports medicine or something in medical terminology or in therapy. There's all different ways to do it, and whatever organization you get certified with will make sure to give you continuing education that you're always current. And that's very, very important, especially because, you know, there's always more things to learn. The more diversified your education is, the more clientele you're going to be able to bring in, the more different types of people you're going to be able to work with. So it's advantageous to you to do continuing education. So these are just some brief talking points that I wanted to go over. If you want to get into the fitness industry, if you want to be successful in the fitness industry, but I encourage you to go to the website, which again, we'll put up the link, where there is actually a specific link that you can go to where you can learn a lot of details on everything, more detail than I'm giving you on all these different areas. It actually is like an ebook that you can download, and you can sit there and you can learn, you can read, and it expands on everything that I've been telling you. I just gave you the basic points, and it will really, really give you a good education, a good start, a roadmap to follow when getting into the fitness industry, or even if you're in the fitness industry and have been successful, perhaps ways to go even further. So I'm Eric Brozer for INSURE Fitness Group, and I hope you enjoyed this little education I gave you.
All right, thanks, Biggie.
All right, here we go. Whole thing. Let's go. Come on. Throw time. Throw. There you go.
Wow.
through. Come on. Here we go. Squeeze through.
Danny,
like this.
Danny, I think I found someone who's competing.
His face, that's
I think I found someone who's competing as long as you have, man, and still look unbelievable.
Yeah.
What do you think of this
Not
guy?
quite as long.
Huh?
What's that?
What do you think about this guy going to get his pro card? What do you think he looks like?
I think he looks great.
Yeah?
So I knew he could do it. You know what I mean? He's got the knowledge. He's got the pedigree.
Did you guys start competing around the same time, or?
I think I was earlier.
A little bit earlier?
Yeah.
And
I met Danny in 1993 though.
Okay.
Yeah. Musclemania. Yeah.
So just a little bit like you, he got his pro card a little bit later in life, or you hopefully will get his pro card, which I think you should get. I mean, you see anybody beating this guy over 50?
No.
That's going to take some freak, right?
No.
I think so. Oh, man.
Conditions, right on. Balance-wise.
All right. You heard it from the OG Olympia men's classic champion.
Hey, it's not who wins the race first, it's who lasts the longest.
That's right. There you go.
Still going strong.
All right. Thanks, you guys.
Lights out.